Good morning. We are Oelia. We're so delighted to speak with you this morning.
Thank you, Ilya. Good morning to you, and it's such a delight to always visit with you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, indeed, indeed. So you'll have a question or so.
I do. I
Good.
have several questions, in fact.
All
So
right.
when you're ready to cut me off, well, just let me know.
Just give us one at a time.
Okay. There is much talk today about the shift, about ascension. Is this an individual experience, or will this happen as a group? And how will we know when we have experienced this? Or I think we are probably in it at this time, but are we doing it as a group, or is it just strictly an individual thing?
Well, it is happening to all of humanity, all living things actually on this planet, because that's where the planet is going, you see. So as long as you're in a physical body on this planet, you're a part of that. And the how that happens, many people talk about it in lots of different ways. It's basically the consciousness of the planet and all living things on it, which are many, many beautiful spirits and souls. The consciousness of those beings themselves are expanding. And due to the correlation with all of the movements of what you call your galaxies and your universe and your cosmos and the great central sun and all of that thing, how the elements of creation are sort of moving toward or into a greater sense of connection, then this beautiful planet itself, in the evolution of that, which was foretold by many ancient ones, is in a place in the movement of that to be sort of in this, finding itself in this huge doorway that is open to the flow or the expanded consciousness, which facilitates and allows the greater whole, all living things on the planet, to have access to this more expanded consciousness. And what, as a group, humanity or light workers, or whatever, the ones who have been reaching, asking for a greater experience of being a part of creation, a greater experience or expansion of the knowing and the experience of love and all those qualities of love and light and honor and integrity and honesty and sweetness and gratitude and appreciation and health and prosperity and all of that goes with that. In the reaching for that, what you have actually done, what you have actually called forth, is within this doorway, within this gateway, a creation of a brand new expanded field of creation that has never existed before. And so each individual, in their own evolution or ascension or expansion, each individual has access to that, however it is they choose and whatever it is they're reaching for, as they contemplate or they think about their life, you see. So it's all of that. And it's a very big project, and it affects everything on this planet, whether that everything knows it or not. Those that are conscious are moving along faster into this brand new huge field of creation and are learning very quickly that what you have known innately of you can manifest instantaneously is beginning to show up very quickly in the lives of those people, but not so quickly in many of the others. You see? You understand that?
I do. So it is a group situation, and everybody is experiencing it in their own way, but it is affecting the group. But individually, we're at different speeds of our in our consciousness. It's an individual experience, although the group is experiencing it as a
Yes.
the opportunity for the group as a whole is there. Am I understanding that?
You are
correctly?
understanding. It is the how fast one wants to move into the experience of this ascension or this expansion of consciousness or this ability to create instantly. And so because of these things that we have just said, then the whole group is being affected, and each person is making their own choice about that. And it will be a lot easier for some than for others. But here's the hope of it all. The hope of it all is that the milieu of the environment of the planet is now of such a nature, such a vibration, such an essence, that it only takes a little bit for someone who has been unaware to suddenly want to know more.
I see. Okay.
Good.
So that urging, they're waking up and,
Yes.
and they're experiencing the pulsing of the opportunity.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
It's almost like they can walk outside at night and see a smiley face in the moon and know that the opportunities are changing and more open for them.
Oh, yes. Or they might begin to notice that people actually have sparkles in their eyes, or they might begin to notice that the trash on the streets is repulsive rather than unconscious.
I see. Okay.
It could be anything at all that are indicators of that pulsing, that urging, that desire, that awakening to lift up the environment. And so what they could tolerate before, because they were not really aware of it and it really didn't matter at all, and so it was sort of on the periphery of their awareness, they can't tolerate that anymore because the awareness has expanded to include that. And so that includes the desire to get your body healthy, the desire to get your body strong, the desire to clean up the environment, around you, the desire to make something beautiful, the desire to create something different, the desire to have more fun, the desire of, I'm just really tired of being tired all the time, and so I'm going to change this in my life so that I don't feel so tired anymore. That is an indicator.
Okay, so they're taking responsibility for all these little parts of their present experience.
Yes. But it's as if it will be as if that they think that they'll know something is different or something is new or there's something inside of them that has more strength to it. But it will be as if because they were not aware, it's like, well, no, I really wasn't like that, but it's just more important to me now. It's going to be very interesting to watch people and watch for the clues of how they're shifting their perception and their awareness of their world. And some will go, well, no, I never used to think that way, when in fact they used to because you're your friend, But suddenly something has shifted so much inside of them that they're not even aware of, that they can't remember that they used to think that way.
I see. Okay. Now, for those people who are more aware
Yes.
in their consciousness, they will recognize their presence in this period of shift or ascension
Yes.
by seeing how quickly things manifest and
Yes, noticing how fast the magic happens, or the miracles happens, or things shift for them. Noticing how it's easier to be at peace inside. Noticing how their meditations become more productive for them, or satisfying for them. Noticing how they have shifted into an experience internally of everything is all really okay, and that, because for them, for the ones you're talking about, the past begins to disappear. Really, truly.
that is very interesting.
So when you
Yes.
think about, the only way you know there is a past is because of the memory that the mind is holding, and many written things that people have placed in writing in order to document the past. But if you also notice, those documents change, so history is not at all what you think it is. So when the memory of the past begins to fade away, you have a real different experience of life, because your mind's not pulling you to the past.
Those vibrations fall away.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. They just sort of dissipate. And you go, somebody you know will go, you remember when? And you go, well, no, not really. I really don't. And I don't think I want to remember, so don't even tell me about it unless it's really fun and it makes me feel good. You see?
I see. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful way of explaining everything that is happening to all of us today,
Yes.
regardless of where we are on our path of consciousness.
Good. We're so happy that you like this way of explanation,
Yes.
and we greatly appreciate the question.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.